7 o'clock on Tuesday. Check it out Tuesday. You're on Tamara's Paper Trail. I am Tamara. Who are you? Who is hanging out with me tonight to see what we're going to make? I'm still not sure. I was like, oh, it's 7 o'clock. I have to hit the button. I was looking for a card sample that I can't find. I can find every card sample but the one I want. But that's okay. It's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll do it together. Sure we will. Sure we will. Anybody out there tonight? Hey, there's Sheila. Hello, Sheila. There's Donna and Nikki. Bonjour. Hola. ¿Cómo está? Heidi ho, Debbie. Missed you last night, my friend. I'll just wait another 30 seconds or so because I'm pretty sure it's going to be an action-packed show, although I'm not sure what it's going to be action-packed with. My Tuesdays, they go fast. Hi, Wendy. Hello, hello, hello. In the words of RuPaul. There's Crystal. There's Tracy. There's Jennifer. You're on time. Okay, well, thank you, Jennifer. If I need instructions, Jennifer's got my back. So that's awesome. Wendy, you in the house yet? Was it Wendy? No, was it Bev? Was it Hope? Who was asking last week about the... No, whose mind was... Yeah, it was Wendy. Wendy, your mind was blown by that mirror image technique. So I said I would do the reflection technique tonight. So, sure, I don't have a card planned, but I thought I would show you the basics of it. So if you are in the house, and if it was you who was asking to see that, let me know. And then I was also, I don't know, I struggled tonight to come up with something that I was feeling. I flipped through the catalog, and I thought, well, hi, Trina. I thought I'll pick an over-the-top card from the catalog, and I'll case that. And I'm like, done that one, don't like that one, don't have that one. And I was flipping through and I was very uninspired. So then I flipped through I wanted to stick with the annual catalog because it's retiring soon. Oh, do you guys know at 1 o'clock tomorrow, you need to be glued to your computer. No wonder I can't see. Because at 1 o'clock, the retiring product list is coming down. And that means it's also at 1 o'clock that the sale begins, the last chance sale. Now, sometimes I have been less than impressed by what they call a sale. But their verbiage this time, they said deeply discounted. So to me, deeply discounted means like 40%, right? Or more? Like deeply, man, deeply discounted. None of this 10% nonsense. So I'm, fingers crossed, there's going to be a good sale tomorrow. Donna, you found a card today that could be a go for Mystery Card Monday. Shoot it my way, girlfriend. Hi, Christine. Surgery, Shayla. What? Do I know this? What's happening? Surgery, that's, Thursday. Okay. Hi, Marcella. I don't know what to say about that, Shayla. I hope you're okay. Anyway, so I was flipping through stuff and I couldn't find anything that inspired me. I couldn't find stamp sets I wanted to play with, and I wasn't feeling it. I couldn't find a technique. I was looking for fancy folds, and then I stumbled across my Dahlia Days, and I found, actually that's a lie, I found a really nice card with a easy technique that I thought, oh, I love this one. And I didn't, a hernia. Oh, Lord. Okay. All right. Well, good luck with that, honey. The stamp set that was being used was ornate, the ornate something or other to do with ornate. And I thought, oh, that one carried over. Well, no, the ornate dies carried over, and the sentiments that coordinated with it, the ornate thanks carried over, but the flowers didn't. So then I stumbled across a few Dahlia samples, and I thought, I haven't given this stamp set a chance. I've stamped it like twice. 1, 2. So I thought, I went down that rabbit hole for a while, and I'm thinking I might play with that. Although now that I'm thinking about that other card, I'm like, I don't know what we're going to do. So let's flip this over. I used to have a stamp that helped with the mirror image. Well, it's not hard. Let me show you how. Let me show you how to do the mirror image. So I don't know who it was who asked, but I know, Wendy, you were quite enthralled with the method we used using the Stamparatus. So I'm going to Heaven forbid I should be organized enough to have this done ahead of time. I'm going to just show you how this works. Ornate style. That's right, Myrna. Hello, Myrna. Nice to see you. I'm going to use the host set, Prince and Princess. I used this a lot when it first came out. Look, I did it on vellum. Hey, have I shown you this? Have I shown you how to make? I think I have. Okay. Okay, this is going to be a mixed bag of nonsense tonight. Because look, already I'm off the beaten track. So here's a swan that I had stamped in Evening Evergreen almost a year ago. Where's my stylus? Stylus, where are you? I think you're still on the board. Are you on the board? Okay, I'm off to a great start. Where are you? There it is. Okay. Yeah, this was stamped like a year ago. And if you want to make it look white, well, I must have shown this to you at one point because look, here it is. Hi, Melanie. So if you want him to look white, you just turn him over. So I stamped him for the fourth time. I've stamped him in vellum. I'm turning him over, and then you can just use the large ball end of your stylus to color him. And you're breaking down the fibers in the vellum, and it has the effect of white chalk. See how it's turning white? Isn't that cool? So that's a fun little technique. And you can just color them all the way, or you can just highlight certain areas. Oh, for the markers for the scoreboard. Cool, Donna. I still have lots. So if the new catalog is coming out tomorrow, when can we start ordering? Now, while the catalog PDF is being released tomorrow, you can't order the pre-order until May, though. I think it's April 1st. April 1st you can order, Debbie. You can see it tomorrow, but the pre-order, you only get to do select items, right? It's not the whole catalog, so don't get too crazy excited. I'm not sure. I'm assuming, do they announce the pre-order items tomorrow? That I don't know of what we're going to be able to pre-order. Something tells me no. But anyway, April 1st, Debbie. All right. So back to my little, look, okay, look at this. This is the mirror image with Mr. Froggy. And here he is again. So I must have shown you this. Sure. Okay. So what we're going to do it with the swan. If I can focus for 4 minutes, maybe. So let's see if we can do it on Little Miss Swan. I'm going to put her on a block. Not quite big enough block. Maybe I should use the bigger block. Bigger block. There we go. Okay. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Melissa. All right. So whenever we use our photopolymer, look at this nice yellow stamp. And that's because I've done it in the green, the Evening Evergreen. And when it gets cleaned off, it stains your stamp. That's okay. It's all right. It doesn't harm it. It just makes it a really disgusting color. So what I'm going to do is ink her up and stamp her on my paper. Now, I don't know how juicy this is. I re-inked all my ink pads, but then this Evening Evergreen, we used at the extravaganza, and it was very well used. So let's just assume that it's nice and juicy still. So I'm doing it on the foam pad because with photopolymer, we need the extra cushioning. So I'm going to stamp her here. There we go. All right, she's looking down. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one of our acetate sheets. You guys know I've got a stash of them. So when our photopolymer stamps come off of these sheets, I keep them, right? And you can tell, when the light hits it right, you can see the outline of where the stamps were. Reuse this stuff. So what I'm going to do, instead of stamping this like what we did last week on my Stamparatus and on that silicone mat, we're going to stamp it on this acetate sheet. And you're going to go just straight down and straight up. You don't want to smudge it or move it around, okay? So it's sitting on the acetate. And then we are just going to turn her upside down. And we're going to turn this. So now this is the inky side. We're going to put this down here. And we're going to use this like a stamp. Get one crack at it. And we're going to just push with our fingers. We're not going to rub it because that's going to make it smear too much. Now this is not going to be as crisp an image as it was when we did it with the silicone mat last week. So we're just using this like a stamp. Still might be, well, actually no, that's good. It's not, well, it's still a little bit too perfect for my liking. So I'm going to, you know what, I'm going to try that again. I'm going to stamp it off this time because it's so juicy. Because I just re-inked it. Okay, so wipe it on your jeans so it's nice and dry. I'm going to try that again, but I'm going to stamp it off first. Actually, what I'll do, instead of stamping it off, here's what we're going to do. Try to keep up. All right, so she's going to be, let's put her up a little bit more so she's kind of like this. Okay, so, oh, I should have put that on the foam mat, but I didn't. Now, so that's essentially stamping off. I'm going to stamp it on my silicone mat. And I think it just moved. And now I'm going to use this lighter image like a stamp. So you turn it over. She doesn't quite fit now because she's sitting up too tall. Well, we'll just make her go like this. Get the idea? I should have moved her up a little bit. Okay. Now that might be a little bit too light, but all right, we're going with this image then. It's just a little bit too dark for my liking. Anyway, then you get your water. We're going to do water. What color is our water? Is going to be like a light seafoam, I'm thinking. So if we just, you get the gist of what I'm doing here. Okay, when you open your blends, you go like this, you slide them off carefully. And this happens occasionally. Excellent. Love when that happens. Your pen. What the actual heck, you guys? That's not even a little bit tight. Okay, the lid. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, that's awesomeness. Can I get this out without wearing it or without breaking it? What the heck? Let's put that there. Okay, so I don't love this. It happens. I don't know why. I might be calling to stamp it up and saying, hey, what the heck? I can't get my lid off. Ah, there we go. Okay, smash it back in. Only when you're live. That's just not very tight. Anyway, okay, so now we just pretend that there's, oh, okay, it's dry. Yeah, somewhat unsurprisingly, it's dry. This end isn't, which is also surprising. So you get the idea of how to get a mirror image. Cool, right? Hi! Hi, Donna. So that's the idea. She's a little bit too intense here. She's too full on. This one is really just too weak for my liking. But you could make that work too, I suppose. She could, now you can see right through the blend that I just did. But that's how you do the mirror image using the acetate sheet. That's the gist of it. Now here's a better one with the frog. So this was much better. He's just hanging out and his reflection is in the water. Cool, right? Okay, let's move on. I'm gonna play with this other set. 7:14. Gosh, how did that take 15 minutes? Okay. I already gave it to him. Okay, so that was my husband just asking if Coda had his needle yet. And he has, so it's a good thing he checked. We don't want to double insulin the dog. All right, so let's have a little play. I wonder though, which do I feel like playing with? Do I want to do a really fancy over-the-top card, you guys? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It involves like embossing paste and all kinds of nonsense. Or part of me really wants to do Let me find it. I want to play with either that one. But I'm thinking this one. I'm kind of feeling this one right now. Let's try this and see what happens. You know what? I'm all set up to do this Dahlia one. Look at this. This is so pretty. Balmy Blue Blend does that, and I found a crack right at the base where the cap meets the blend. Ah, yeah, it does that sometimes, Debbie. I've seen them crack. Now, I suggest to anybody, whenever you get your blends, oh, you know what? Check it out. There's a crack right there. To check out your blends when you get them and see if they work. Look at that. Yep. Debbie wins. Debbie wins. There's a crack right there. Yep. So there we go. But I don't know how long ago I bought that, so who knows. But anyway, what do you want to see, you guys? Do you want to see a tone on tone? I think maybe. You know what? It's 7:15. Oh boy, now where's that card? Okay, you're gonna have to bear with me for a second because I wanted an idea. Bear with. It was such a pretty card with this ornate style. Honestly, it was gorgeous. It was monochromatic and I loved it. And see if I can recreate it in something similar. It's a neat technique. So always check out any new blends, markers, or ink pads when I get them. Yep, that's smart, Jennifer, because yeah, if there's a problem, you want to know about it before your time is up to return it, right? Okay, so I am going to, going to just scooch this over so I can kind of keep a visual on what I'm trying to do here. So this one has coordinating dies, right? It does. Okay, we're going to do this. All right, I'm going to try this. I'm going to do this one. Sorry, Dahlia, maybe next week. This one I'm feeling. I haven't played with this. I wanted to try to focus on something that's in the annual catalog because this is probably going to be on the retiring list tomorrow. So this one is the Forever Blossoms. It's really pretty, really romantic set. Re-Orchestra blends, yeah, it's not cost effective. You know, for the price point of $12, yeah, you just use them and throw them away. So I am going to focus. Now I'm going to do some, she did hers in Balmy Blue. So she being Balmy Blue. Let me find her. She's East Indian, so I know I'm going to butcher her name. Her name is Maheswari Rajaguru. Maheswari Rajaguru. And her blog is, I don't know what. Her blog is mystampgarden.com. She's in Australia. So I hope I didn't butcher her name too badly. But let's just get going on this one because I think I can do this in 45 minutes. The other one I don't think I could. I don't think I would do it justice. Okay, so we're going to throw this down here. So what we're going to do, try to get her down. Okay, so here we go. 5.5. Folded in half. And then, oh Lord, this is, so then there's a wet layer. And that white layer is going to be, I don't know what. So I know what I'm going to do. I have to work backwards because I don't have, she's got the different dimensions than we do. They're in centimeters and my head will explode. So I'm just going to cheat a little bit because I can see where she's going with this. So I'm grabbing the largest stitched, is this even going to fit in here? No, and that is okay. Perfect, love it. All right, I'm going to cut this out. And then I will be able to figure out my layer sizes from that. Okay, so this is this. And that is that. There we go. I'm going to fold that in half. Okay, what are the thoughts, Tamara, on the new ink colors? I love them, Melanie, because I love purple, and I think those last two are very much purpley more than bluey. So I'm excited. I'm excited. Yes, I am. New shopping opportunities. All right, so if that's that, then this is going to be 5 by 3 3/4. So 3 3/4. When you've been crafting and stamping as long as I have, you can look at a picture and you know the dimensions. So I know that she's done a layer here. That is 5 2 ticks by 3 3/4 by 2 ticks. 5 2 ticks by 3 3/4 and 2 ticks. Okay, so here's what she has done. Put that back down there. All right, so we're going like this. Won't if you like them till you see them up close? Absolutely, Jennifer. Yeah, it's you never know how true the color is on the computer. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. Now, she ran this layer through the ornate embossing folder. And I just happen to have it here. Look at that. What are the chances? It was meant to be. Okay, as Donna pointed out, yes, Donna from the Donna Ruler Donna. You know, the Donna Ruler. That Donna. She pointed out that, hey, Tamara, did you know that this line is so that you get your cardstock in there straight? I'm like, no, Donna, I've been doing this 15 years at the time, and I had never noticed that before. So if you line up your cardstock on that line, it'll be straight. Who knew? Donna knew. Donna's a smarty pants. I'm lucky if I'm wearing pants. Okay, I'm gonna drop stuff. Hang on. Got my magic cart. Got all my cutting pads in here. Have I mentioned that I love this cart? I love this cart. Okay. Love it. Something tells me that's not right. Hang on. What have I done here? Oh, is that a 3D one? This is a 3D. Okay, that was wrong. Wrong cutting plates. I thought this was a thinner one, so I grabbed the wrong plates. Try that again. You shouldn't have to force it. If you're trying to get an embossing folder through the machine and it's too tight, something's wrong. Shouldn't be that tight. Okay. So we have this, and then we have this. So just a little hint of the white. I would like a little hint more, but okay. And then we got this. I think that's okay. I'd like one tick down, not two. I don't want. I want one more tick off, but that might be too fine. Let's see, 2 ticks. Well, I'll try 1 tick. 1 tick off that side, and 1 tick off that side. I just wanted a little bit more white showing. Let's see how that looks. A little heavy now, and it's frayed. Where's my sanding block? Let's get my sander out here. Because once you've embossed it, it's a little compromised. We don't sell these sanding blocks anymore, but any sandpaper would do. Oh yeah, I don't like that quite as much, but anyway. Because now this is just a titch. Hang on. Dimensions. When you're working with ticks, it really shows when one is just a hair bigger or smaller than the other layer. Let's try that and see if that's any better. And this is how Tamara ends up spending 9 hours. Okay, well that'll have to do. Something like that. Like that. Ugh, I don't like that, you guys. What have I done? Okay, that's 3 1/2 and 2 ticks by 3 3/4 and 2 ticks. That's 5 by 3 3/4. I don't know. Seems off. Let's try this again. Good enough. Okay, let's just tape it down and then I can't do it again. Where's me tape? There's me tape. All right. Oh, Debbie says, I just thought it was to make it look pretty. What? I do at, I just thought it was to make it look pretty. What, the sanding block? What? What are you talking about? What did I miss? What did I miss when I was working? Oh, the starry sky looks like a lighter version of Misty Moonlight, yeah. Okay. Got the new Stampin' Up! Storage containers for ink pads, markers, and blends. They were on low inventory, so I ordered them. I'll be ready when the new... Yes, that a girl, Deb. Panic buying, right? I know I get twitchy when I see things on low inventory, too. All right, oh my, tearing things all over the place here. All right, let's put this down here. And this I'm actually going to pop up in dimensionals. So let's get this done. And then we can work on the focal point of the card, which is going to be the embossed flower. Use some heat embossing. I haven't used that in far too long. Okay. Didn't even clean up from last night yet. It's been a gong show today. Today was kind of paperwork day. So Craig was back at work today. And I forgot about that. So he wakes up, shoots up out of bed and says, "Oh, the alarm didn't go off." I was sound asleep. So I open my eyes and I'm like, that's because it's 3 o'clock. Oh, I thought it was 7. So he promptly goes back to sleep and I lie there until 5:30. Anyway, today, as most Tuesdays go, I ended up at the computer doing a lot of paperwork. You know, it's the end of the month. There's a whole bunch of stuff starting tomorrow with the sale, the new catalog, PDF coming down, the sales stuff, the last chance list. So I was sending out a bunch of notes to my team and a bunch of different things. And the day was just gone. And then I had to make dinner. And that I'm not used to, right? Craig usually makes dinner. So that was a rude awakening, which was fine. Again, you guys know that I don't really like to plan too much for my Check It Out Tuesdays. I kind of like to wing it with you. All right, so I'm going to get that on here. All right. Now, this looks pretty dirty, so I'm just going to give it a wipe. I must have been using Stays on it at one point. It's got a bit of a fluff. It hasn't been used in close to a year, I would suggest. Okay, so I'm going to get off as much of the stuff as I can. I'm going to get it in my embossing buddy, which we don't sell anymore. If you have one, that'll still be good. What am I doing? Where's my... Oh, this is my scrap paper. Okay. I guess that's what I'm using for my scrap. So this just takes off the oils from your fingers and the static that may have built up. I'm going to get a Versamark, and I'm going to get my white embossing powder. Hope this is white and not heat and stick. Okay. Oh no, this has to be on blue paper. What am I doing? Focus, Tamatha. Tamatha. My dad used to call me all kinds of different names. All right, so I don't know how juicy this is. Not very. I'm going to pick another one. Hang on. I've got 5. You know I do. You've seen it. So I want to use one that's not too clean. I don't want to use this one because it's so clean. And this is pretty dirty. So I want to use a dirty-ish one. Yeah, this one's okay. It's got some. All right. That'll do. All right. So I'm inking this up. And I'm stamping it down. Give it a good push. So this is Versamark, and it is glycerin, and glycerin is sticky. So the embossing powder is going to stick to the image. I'm trying to do this without spilling it all over my desk. Good luck with that. I obviously had Versamark on my finger there. Ta-da! Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Close this up before I sneeze and before it goes everywhere. There we go. Put the lid back on the Versamark. All right. Now this is my chance to take a paintbrush and remove any little flecks that are stray. It's not too important actually, because now that I think about it, I'm going to cut this out with the corresponding dies. So we're going to heat set this bad boy. Get ready for some noise. Hi, Elizabeth. Wait for the magic. Starts to melt. This is our old heat tool. I have a couple of the new ones, but I figure I'll just use this one until it dies. Not as hot as the new ones, that's for sure. Okay. All right. That wasn't totally dry, but anyway. All right, there we go. Like that. Now, hopefully this technique is going to work as well on this image as it did on the one that my friend did. So I'm going to cut it out with coordinating dies. Be right back. Don't go away. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay. I love heat embossing. I don't know why I don't do it more often. Everybody loves heat embossing, don't they? Okay. Now, let's hope that doesn't move. I'm just looking for, hang on. I thought I had a flatter plate out. All right, let's hope for the best. Go. Don't move. Come on, get in there. It might have moved. Guess we'll find out. Okay, here we go. What stamp set are you using? Asks Elizabeth. I'm using the Forever Blossoms. It's in the annual catalog, and I'm pretty sure it's going to retire because it carried over. Hey, not too bad. It carried over, and so it's probably going to leave us. Now, just dust off my... Okay. So I'm going to get my Balmy Blue ink, and I'm going to get my blender pen, and I'm going to color some highlights on this guy. So I can do a few things. I can squish my ink pad into the lid to carry some ink over to it, or I could just dip my block in it and pick up a little ink. So I've got it like a little paint palette now. So make sure that my blender pen has some moisture in it. I think it does. Yep. So then you can just pick up the ink, and I'm just going to go kind of on the insides of the flowers and the stems. Now, can you see? Let me just see. Are you even focused? Focus here. Focus. Focus. It's zoom in, but then you might not be okay. Well, I'll try to zoom in here. Hang on. How do I do that again? I forget how I did that. Okay, maybe I won't be doing it because, oh, camera. Okay, output. Now I forget how I did that. Options. Oh, for heaven's sakes. All right, well, just look really close. Zoom in. When I color over the white embossing, it's going to resist it. So the ink isn't going to stay there. I'm going to rub it off in a minute. Oh, that's okay, Valerie. You haven't missed a whole lot. This is all I've done so far. I'm doing a tone-on-tone I just dropped my lid. Okay, so far this is all I've done. Cut out this and this. Oh, I showed you the mirror image technique, but you probably know how to do that. Okay, so I'm just adding some color. Gives it a little bit of depth. And then let's see if I added some here. And then what I want to make sure I do afterwards is rub off the white, because this ink is just sitting on top of that embossing right now. So we want to kind of get that off in a minute. Okay. So it's just adding a little depth. I'm taking too much time to do this than I really should. Where else could I use some? I guess really anywhere that the white is, you could just do a little bit on top of it. Okay, so I'm just going to grab my dry baby wipe now and just buff so that there's no ink sitting on top of the white. So it's an emboss resist, but look at how much depth that brings to the image. It's not just a tone on tone anymore, right? It's really got some life to it. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love that. I'm going to do a little bit more. It works with this. I think it would work with that peony, the peony set too. I'm just bringing that blue a little bit further out. So pretty, right? So pretty. I bet you this is going to be not only retiring tomorrow, but I bet it will be on sale. That is my prediction. Now, so that could go over here, or I could center it. Okay, I think, and then she did a "You Are Amazing." What time is it? It's 7:37. I could add. She did hers on a banner. Let me just see. She did she from the set that retired. Okay, so maybe this would be a good wedding card or an anniversary card. Always and forever. You could stamp it over here and then pop this up and kind of scooch it around, or you could do it down here. Now, kind of like that there. What other sentiments do we have here? You mean so much to me, cherish every moment of this day. All of me loves all of you. Let's see what else we've got. Some of these. You're my person, just because. Or the flowing flowers, maybe? For what, Melanie? For a sentiment? Or for this particular technique? Yeah, the flowing flowers would work too. You know what? I don't think it would work that well because so much of the image would be embossed. There's not very much that isn't going to be inked and embossed. I think I did try to emboss this one. It didn't work out very well. Okay. Oh, nice to hear, Donna. I'm glad you like new techniques. I think we all do. I kind of like this as an always forever, but I want something else. So bear with me. Bear with me. This is where I fall apart. You know me. Happy Easter just for you. I'm just trying to think what would look best. If a banner would look good across it, or if that's going to hide too much of our pretty. I think I don't want it hidden. I kind of want something there. So this one is looking like a top favorite, but I want something a little bit smaller. Yeah, for the technique, no, Melanie, I don't think it would work so well. And I'm kicking, I've got that lid. Hang on. I'm going to fall off my chair. Okay. It's all right. I know this part is the boring part, waiting for Tamara to pick a sentiment. This is the best font, though. All right, well, I know I have the perfect sentiments somewhere. I'll see if I can make this one work, but I'd really prefer something a little smaller. Hugs to all. Okay, thanks, Teresa. Always, from the stamp set to the left of the screen. Always? Sure. Okay, let's do that. Or the just because might fit too. Always. That fits perfectly right there. Would I like it a little bit lower though? I would. So, I don't want to smile. Friend, love. Always. All right, just do it. Just do it. Well, no, I've got time to look though, right? Hang on. Keep looking in your stash and see if you find something that works better for me that's small. This is the problem. It's the wrong size. Need something small. What's this one here? Threw it together. I miss you, get well. Warmest wish sending you this paper hug. I love you no matter what. The best way to get through things is together. Stay strong. You're proof there's good in the world. This is a nice set. I just don't like the font as much. You guys, you're not helping me. You're not helping me. How about Stay Wonderful? If it fits. Stay Wonderful? No, glad we're family. What? Where's... Such happy news. Where's the Stay Wonderful? Did I have it out last night? I did! I like this one. Stay Wonderful. Okay, I'm going with this one. Ideally, I want it here, down here, but it... Okay. Where is my acetate with the green swan? Is he going to... I know what I'm looking for. Did a different acetate. Here's what we're going to do. Now, should I do it in a dark blue? Or is that going to be too dark? Yeah, I've got a particular occasion that I'm looking for this one, Valerie. But thank you for the suggestion. I just wonder if the balmy blue is going to be too light. But I think the darker one will be too dark. So let's just see. Again, when I don't know how things are going to work out, use your acetate. Stay Wonderful. It can go way down here. Oh, I like that. I don't think it would work in a darker blue, do you? I think it'd be too intense. I guess we could try it. This is the Misty Moonlight. We're getting there. Just about made a decision. I think this one's going to be too dark, though. Oh, yeah, it's the wrong shade. doesn't matter. I need our old peacock. The peacock color would be perfect. I think we better stick with tone on tone. Okay. Clean that off. All right, we're getting there, you guys. Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't go with the more complicated one tonight. Okay, so the Stay Wonderful can go way down here. Move that. So if that's going to be there, so it's going to just go like this. Stay Wonderful. Okay, cute. Yeah, just use Balmy or light gray. Yeah, it has to be a lighter color. Yeah, you're right. Hold on, need a beverage. All right, we're almost there. This is going to come up on dimensionals. Where did I put the lid? Here it is. Okay. So now how many people are going to order this stamp set that I'm pretty sure is going to be retiring tomorrow? I want to show you another card that I made with this stamp set that I love. It's in my love bucket, which sounds wrong. It's in my bucket of layouts that I love. Because my love bucket just doesn't sound right. Stay Wonderful. It's going to have to go. Does that look too weird if it's crooked like that? It does, doesn't it? Dang it. I'm doing it. It has to go like that. And I'm going to put this on dimensionals too, because why not? Sure. Well, now I can't get love bucket out of my head. Okay. I don't know. I have too much fun by myself, I tell you. I did get a lot done today without Craig. See, these aren't the same thickness. This isn't going to work. These to use two different dimensionals like this. The smaller ones are just poofy. Oh well. Dimensionals are on low inventory, so tomorrow when you place your order, add a couple packs of dimensionals. I think that works because this is straight and this is, there you go. That works, right? That works. There we go. You like the love bucket. Okay, hang on. I'm going to show you something. Where is my... All right, it's going to need a butterfly. Actually, no, not a butterfly on this one. This one needs the white ribbon, which I took out for the other card. It needs a nice soft, maybe a double ribbon. So I'm going to, or double bow. So I'm going to go like, lots of ribbon here. I'm going to go with, say, 16. Oh, thanks, Marcella. Isn't it pretty? Tone on tone. We don't do it like monochromatic. We don't do it enough, I tell ya. I'm going to use the bigger ends. I actually Googled ribbon bow makers, and they have very similar to this one that my dad made on Amazon. So if you ever find you need a bow maker, Amazon sells just about everything. Okay. Now, these are some very staticky, so I'm just going to wet my fingers. Get static off. There we go. Oops. Pull one bow a little bit further than the other one so it looks a little bit more like a double bow. I don't like a double bow. Single bow. Probably have one made over here somewhere. Do over. Did about 7. That's my fingers. We'll get this done. 7:50. I still have 10 minutes. Okay, so a recap while I'm tying bows. If you guys shop through my store tomorrow, you can double dip in that. If you order product through my store with my host code, you can get my retiring stuff for free. So check out my retired BOGO stuff under Tamara's Virtual BOGO Facebook page. I have to admit you to that if you're not already in it. Do some shopping and you can get twice the value. So if you're buying, $50 worth of product, you'll get $50 worth of my, that doesn't even go. No. Let's try baker's twine. It's very complicated, you guys. I'm telling you. It's hard being me. But nothing wakes me up like Check It Out Tuesday. That's too big of a bow. Because when I don't know what I'm going to do 5 minutes before I go live, it really gets my heart going. Okay, we might not even end up with a bow. You know me. I got to check out all the options. I got to see what's going on. I don't want a butterfly on this one. Butterfly is going to be too heavy. I want white. And in fact, you know what? I don't know. Okay, so here's an option is like a bow. Yeah. Oh, balmy blue ribbon. Yes, but I've got these, or I'm thinking these ones much more romantic. These would work absolutely, or I don't know if I want ribbon. I think I don't, which is shocking to me. Oh, Donna, leave me alone. Come on. It's part of my charm, right? That I commit eventually. So I'm thinking these that kind of look like dewdrops. These clearer ones. I think I want to buy a few of these tomorrow. I only commit once I've tried all the options. You know me. I do commit. It just takes me an awfully long time. Uh-oh, that one's stuck down good now. I don't like the positioning of it. Iridescent ones, yeah, those will work too, but they might be a little bit too stark, or too flashy for the softness of this card. Okay, I think I just took off the glue dot on that. Nope, do over. This goes here. I just tore the paper. And then this one can go here. No, these are the silver and clear epoxy essentials. And they're little teardrops. These are little diamonds. And then there's also like little raindrops. Look at little raindrops. So they go really well with the rain boots. And there's silver ones too. My positioning is all wrong here. I don't like this up here. And I keep tearing my paper, so that's making me a little bit cranky. I could put it right on the flower. I don't know where I want it. Isn't it fun watching me just move things around? He kind of has to go back up here because I tore the paper. Oh, yeah. Well, don't get them now, Nikki, because they're going to retire. And then what are you going to do with them? Maybe this guy has to go on the flower. Uh-oh. Now he's stuck down. Uh-oh. Maybe he needs to go here. Anyway, no, he can go down here. Let's keep it in the field of vision. Why did I have to tear the paper? I might have to re-glue him onto a different piece. It's stuck to my thumb. Stuck to my finger. going to put them here. So it's just kind of in the crick of the flowers. So it's really subtle. There. That'll do. Except that I gummed up the paper a little bit. Yeah, might have to do one of these. But anyway. There we go. Stay there. Hide that. Ta-da! 756. I like it a lot. No bow, right? Doesn't need a bow. You could do a bow. Doesn't need a bow. No bow. Ta-da! And then I'll put a white liner on the inside. I'll call it done. So this would work also with the peony. There's a lot of space here that would not be embossed. So this one would look really pretty. Crash, bang, avalanche, tape. This is okay. Now I want to go play with all of my sets that are going to retire. But I have another month, right? So it's so pretty. I love it. What stamp set is this, says Crystal? It is the Forever Blossoms. Oh, I was trying to show you. Okay, wait. Okay. So I want to show you the card. I think it's in here. So hang on, don't go away. It's so pretty using this set as well. And I know I just, oh, here, look here. I looked 3 times. There's the one I made with the swan. I looked for it 3 times in this bucket, couldn't find it. Mind you, it was 758, so I was rushing. Okay, and let me just find the card I'm thinking of. It's in one of 3 buckets. Hang on. I tried to case it not long ago, so it shouldn't be too far away. Not in that bucket, of course. Oh. You have to see it. You can't go away. Stay here. Stay with me. Stay with me. There's a ribbon on my finger. I'll find it. I will, because it's so pretty. Here's a pretty one from the peony. I got lots of pretty cards. Oh, come on. Can't be in the last bucket I look in, can it? I guess it can be, and it probably is, because I just had it out to case it. Maybe it's in here. 3rd bucket. 3rd bucket's the charm. Maybe. Look at this card. I love this card. This is one of the very first spotlighting cards I ever did. Look at that one for a minute. If you have to go, you go. But I want to show you my card. Getting near the end of the bucket here. Getting desperate. All right, you don't get to see my card. I'll have to find it. Because I know I had it out very recently. Like very, very recently. Using this same stamp set. So I'm going to find it and I will post it. Because you need to see it. It's a keeper. Anyway. Yeah, I know. King of the Grail, right? What do I do with all those cards? These are my keep. These are the cards, Pat, that I keep for inspiration. So this is my Love the Layout bucket. And so I case the layouts. I case myself all the time. And this is only 3 buckets. The rest I've been donating to my mom's church. And yeah, I've only just started clearing out my stash. Because there's just too many to keep. So anyway, I'll let you guys go. I'll sign off and I'll keep looking for this card. And I'll find it as soon as I turn off the machine. And I'll post it. So I hope that was fun for you. I hope you got to learn a fun new technique that really is not difficult at all. It's embossing, which everybody loves to do. And I said I was going to let you go, but yet here I am still talking. Nope. Not in the bucket. Okay. I'm going to sign off then. Big day tomorrow, right? So 1 o'clock, I will post the sale items. And if you're a demonstrator, you can check out the new catalog PDF and you will see the retiring items list. So thanks very much, Nikki. I'll take a picture of this and I'll download it, and I'll keep looking for that other card. You know I will. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight, you guys. And I will see some of you on Friday for the demonstrator training on how I run my product included classes. And the rest of you I will see on Monday for Mystery Card Monday. Have a fantastic week, you guys. We'll see you again soon.